Good morning. This is Professor Benton. We'll be doing several sessions on Media Moguls as I walk you through these things. Um, but for right now, all we're interested in doing is downloading the information necessary for you to access the online software. The software itself is free, and so don't if you get into a position and they want to upcharge you for something, you want to back out of that because we don't want to have to pay for anything here. All we're going to do is record these entries in a general journal, and you'll get to see how everything works in the background to generate your financial statements and so forth. The Media Moguls itself will be on your content section of Georgia View, and I'll be loading that stuff up for you here today, along with this video as soon as it renders and I'm able to do so. The first thing we want to do is to go out to the web, and I'll just pop something up here. And we want to hit waveapps.com, 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 and hit enter. And what's going to happen for you is right now I'm seeing my account because I was just in here. But for you, it'll pop up over here and it'll say sign up for free. And when you sign up for free, then all you're doing is giving them some information about you, mostly your email address and a password so that you can actually hit the online software. And then once you've done that, there'll be a sign in screen and use the information that you provided them to get into the account with the sign in. Once you've done that, I want you to kind of walk through some of the items that they have on here. Now, some of this stuff we will use and some we will not. Mostly, if you look over here on the left-hand side, you'll see purchases and accounting and reports and so forth. We're going to do everything as a general journal transaction. So this will be our starting point for everything. Okay. And so when we get ready to do an entry, we see up here where it says more. If you drop that down, you'll see add a journal transaction. Everything we do will be adding journal transactions. So everything that we post we'll do as an added journal transaction. Okay, so let me get out of here for a second and go back to Media Moguls. And so we have a write-up here that tells you basically some information about the company. And then there'll be some customers that you'll need to set up. I do not want you to do this until I walk you through it because it has to be done in kind of an off books kind of way. Because if I don't, then they wind up wanting to charge you for these customers and these vendors. So I'll walk you through, and I want you to follow me step by step when I walk you through next week, and make sure that you set yours up exactly as I have mine set up. Then we have some significant information for you to consider. It gives you some background on some of the costs that we have and um, the depreciation basis that we're going to use, the building purchases and how much interest is related to those building purchases and vehicle purchases and so forth. And then we're going to start here on October 1st with entries. Now, you're going to find out that as we go through and you make these entries, the more of them you do, the easier they become because they just keep repeating themselves. Okay. Again, that'll start on Monday. I'll produce a video on Monday that gets you started, and then I'll turn you loose so that you can actually do some of the work. If I pop over here, this is also going to be in your content section of Georgia View, and I'll be loading that up here just in a few moments. Um, but it has your trial balance and chart of accounts to start with as of September the 30th. So your transactions start October the 1st. So this is the trial balance as of September 30. And um, I'll walk you through and tell you what all this information is, where it comes from, and so forth. As you can see, we do have a balance. Over here, down at the bottom, you'll see an amortization schedule, or actually a group of amortization schedules, and I'll show you how to put those together as well. You don't have to put them together. I've already done that for you. Um, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and load some of this stuff up. I'm going to stop this video and let it go ahead and render, and I will post the video so that you know, as for those of you who won't be in class either today or tomorrow, or those of you who are online, um, you should be able to hit this and then get started on Monday next when I produce the second video. Actually, I've already produced these videos, but I'm going to produce new ones for these two groups of accounting one and two. Okay, so with that, I'm going to close this video out, and then we will, as I say, I'll load up the information in the content section of Georgia